Okay, hello my dear colleagues and welcome to this video tutorial. This video is a beginner-friendly introduction to Linux operating system, specifically the Linux Mint operating system. So as you open a brand new, newly installed Linux Mint, you will be greeted by this welcome screen, and it has some few first steps that it suggests that you do. If we click on let's go, we have some changes of desktop colors. System snapshot is for backing up your system, your whole system at this point of time. Also, if you may have some drivers that needs proprietary drivers, or you might have devices that require proprietary drivers, such as Wi-Fi or NVIDIA graphics, or things like that. Also, since this is newly installed, there might be some additional updates that can be installed into your system. You can launch here, and some system settings. System software, our software manager allows you to install additional software that are not installed by default. And if you want to enable some passwords. Now, if you don't want this screen to show every time you log in, you can just uncheck it here and close. So this is the basic desktop of the Linux Mint operating system. It's very similar to Windows, as you have the panel at the bottom. Then on the lower left, you have the start menu, and you have the panel shortcuts right here. This is a shortcut for your files and folders, your browser, the terminal. I don't think you would need to use a terminal on your case, on your use case. I have also already installed a Brave browser. This Brave browser is not installed by default. I just added it here. And this one is a running application that is doing the screen recording for this video. Now, when you click on the menu, you have this menu, and here is the categories. You have all the applications, which will display everything. But if you wanted to see by categories, you have accessories, graphics, and so on. For your case, in our case as teachers, you might want to look at the pre-installed Office software, which is LibreOffice, which includes Base for database, Calc for spreadsheet, Draw for diagrams, and Impress for presentation, and also the Writer for documents. We will be taking a look at these softwares in a separate video. For now, we'll be introducing you to the operating system. Here at this side panel, you have your favorites icons, which include the browser. This is the software manager, the settings, and terminal, and your files and folders. Also, here's the lock screen, the log out, and shut down buttons. On the lower right as well will be your notifications and the taskbar, so to say. So you have here, this is the screen recorder. In my case, you don't have the screen recorder yet because you have to install it. It's not installed by default. And system reports, which tells you some things about your system, like updates and many other information. Maybe if there are some errors that it detects. You can also, as you can see here, it's suggested for an update or upgrade to 21.3, because this particular version is 21.2, and there's at this point of recording there's already a 21.3, but I won't be updating it for now. And also you can see the system information, and if there's any crash reports going down here. Also, this will be the updates. Unlike Windows, you'll not be forced to update. You can update at any point of time as you want. So in this case, it displays all the available updates for now. And if you want to update, you can click on install updates, or If you want to refresh the list of updates, you can also click here. Since this particular computer that I'm using have an NVIDIA graphics, I also have installed the NVIDIA graphics driver, which allows me to do games even in Linux, specifically Steam games. This is the Wi-Fi and sound and the battery. And this is the time and day, which we can update to 12-hour format. So if we click here, date and time, and we can check this, we can uncheck the use 24-hour clock, and it becomes a 12-hour format. And also, during installation, you will be setting your time zone, so it's already set to Manila time zone. If you want, you can also display some more information in the date panel, like for example, to display the date. Now it displays the date. You might also want to display seconds, but I won't be doing that in my case. Okay. For your files, it's going to be found here. There's also another shortcut in the menu, but when you open it up, usually in most Linux distributions such as this one, you'll be assigned a home folder. In my case, my home folder is called Lentrix because that's the name of my username when I installed this operating system. And inside that folder, you will be given several folders for organization already: the desktop, the documents, downloads, music, pictures, public, templates, and videos. Of course, you can also add additional folders if you want here in your home folder by simply right-clicking and create new folder, and then type the name of your folder. For example, in my case, I would like to add development folder in there. Also, if you want, you can also enable your icons in the desktop. Right now, I think the desktop is not displaying any icons, but by going to the settings, you can also display icons. I personally prefer not to show icons on my desktop, but of course, it depends on the user. And also in the sidebar of the File Explorer, there's also shortcuts for these main folders. It also shows here my drive that's a partition for my files. You might also have something like that in your case. Now, you can also change the desktop wallpaper by simply right-clicking on the wallpaper, going to display, change desktop background, and here it's categorized. Here are the Linux Mint backgrounds, but there are also other versions of Linux Mint backgrounds that are stored here in Vanessa, Vera, and Victoria. These are past versions of Linux Mint. So, for example, if you just click on one here, and it will automatically change the background of your wallpaper. Also, if you click on menu, you have your settings here, and you can do a lot of customizations. For example, if you want to change your UI to dark, you can go to themes, and inside themes you click on dark, and now it's in dark mode for all of your applications. Like so. Also, you want to do mixed. Mixed is that when it is on daytime, it will be using the light theme, and during nighttime, it will be using the dark theme. You can also change your accent color. I usually prefer the green accent. Okay. Then there's a back button for your system settings to go to other system settings items. One of which will be effects, backgrounds, and you can just poke around here to see what you can, what customizations you want to do. For example, this hot corner allows you to execute something when you put your mouse on each of the corner. Right now, none of the corners have been given an action. For example, I would like to show all the windows. I just have to turn this on this upper left corner and select what action it is going to perform. In this case, it says show all workspaces. I don't want that. I want to show all windows. So just click on the drop down and click on show all windows. So now, if you have that, if you put your mouse on the upper left and it shows all the windows, and again, so that's one thing you can do with uh, hot corners. And as you can see, the three other corners are still available for customization if you want. Okay, for desktop here, this is where you can enable your icons on your desktop. So right now it's just checking the mounted drive, since I've mounted the data drive that just I did as I did earlier. That's why it's shown there. But if you want, you can also enable computer, home, and trash. But I personally do not like icons on my desktop, so you can also know desktop icons here. You can also set up gestures and so on and so forth. But I think for our all our intents and purposes, I think that's all that you need to know. But if you want to know more, there are a lot of um, video tutorials about Linux Mint in YouTube.